Good morning, folks. It's Saturday, March the 31st, 2018, and I'm somewhere on the summit of Peekamoose Mountain in Catskill, New York. Oh, in the Catskills in New York, outside of Sundown, New York. Take you a look around. Start heading downhill there. That goes toward Table Mountain. That's going to be safe for another day. I'm going to head back this way. Haven't been able to find a canister or anything to mark the actual summit, but this is as high as we can go. So as you can see, it's the last day of March, second week of spring here upstate, and we got pretty good snow cover here at the summit. Pretty hard packed, so we have a lot of melting and thawing, so it's fairly easy to get around with. I did bring snowshoes and micro spikes, but haven't had a need for it. It's packed down so well as I just go through there. At the top, it's starting to warm up. It was 29 degrees this morning. Supposed to get up around 45 this afternoon, so the temperature is definitely warming. Base here is getting a little sloppy. I'll take some more photos as we get closer down. There's not a lot of views, but there's a couple that peek through. I come down. This is definitely as high as we can go, so we're going to head down. As you see, it's fairly steep. I'm going to really watch my footing here. You can see some views breaking through the treetops. Not a lot. Yeah, there's some pretty good vertical here. I don't know if the camera picks it up, but I need both hands for this. Just coming out of the pines that are at the summit, and it opens into hardwoods here, which you'll see it affords us a little bit of a view through the bare branches. Still pretty steep in here, so taking my time. Snow starting to turn to the consistency of mashed potato. Oh, if you see, that's a false summit that we came up on, so I actually thought that was the summit at one time. You see it there, the pines. Actually, it was up there. All right, take some more pictures now. Nice little spring here, coming from down inside the rock there. I don't know if you can see it, but you can certainly hear it. It's not runoff, it's actually coming up from under the ground. Super fresh spring water. So we're working our way down. I'll just stop for a minute, remove a layer of clothing, and take a look at the map here. Not sure if you can see this, but We're here at Peekamoose. We're coming down here, right about it here at this point, and we'll be looking out over at this. Oh yeah, and there is this I want to show you. If you look closely, you can see the extent of the snow line. Then we get to the valley where there is no snow, down there. Snow is really only at elevation. As you go into the valleys, it kind of disappears. So we'll be walking out of the snow pretty soon, and I couldn't be happier enough because it's the way it's warming up today, because it's, as you can see, it's a clear blue sky. What they call a bluebird day. The temperature's rising quickly and we're getting some snow melt. So that's for now. I'll be back in a little bit. And just continuing to make my way down. So I just post hold up to my knee. So I'll be ice. Gotta be quick. I'll be back. You can barely see through the trees. That's where we just came from, the top of Peekamoose. You can see where the pines were. And we came down, and then there's another little false peak over here you can just barely make out. And then kind of a third peak we're coming down. This whole ridge line is just like a series of peaks. Come down, and there's probably, as we work our way over, we're going to be coming down this ridge over here. There's like 5 or 6 more of them. Pretty rocky, has some interesting landmarks on there we'll take a look at. Nice little outcropping of rock here. You see the snow starting to break up from up above. A little clear walking here and there. I'm not done with it yet though, so. That's a nice hole to break your leg in. We're about 1.5 miles from the summit, so another 2 miles to go. I'll be back. Here's one for you, the old balancing rock. Everybody likes a balancing rock. It's kind of there. Yep, the old balancing rock. I do have to point this one out. This is great. This is actually part of the maintained trail where they notched away from a tree from above and below. You can always see where it's failing. It's just a matter of time before that comes down. Hopefully there's nobody crawling underneath it. I walked around it, just so you know. But fun times. Really starting to come out of the snow now, and boy am I glad. This stuff is just like melting away to slush now. Some easier walking here. Alrighty. Now we're getting toward the bottom here. You can see the other mountains rising above us in the distance. Barely, probably, with this camera. And we're on firm soil now. This is pleasant walking. And coming up on the end. Signed in. I'll be signing out. A little ways longer to go. Get down to the valley, but see the mountains are all around us here. Okay, so until next time, happy hiking.